Enough. All right. So
Just rest the whole lesson.
Miss Edith asked you about the condition, and some of you talked about it. Some of you spoke Chinese. But from all that, I understood one thing, that a lot of you were actually paying attention, like 2 weeks back when we talked about this condition that our guest today is going to talk about. And it fills me with joy and happiness that you are actually paying attention and you are aware of whatever happens in this 1 hour every week, okay? Now, I do not want to say things that our guest will want to talk about herself, so I will excuse myself and invite her to come in and talk about the condition herself. So, without any further waiting, I give you Santa. Santa, please.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
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 My name is Santa Lucy Fungaro. 20. I was born in 2000 and I'm a student at my career in my second year. And I'm here to talk about a condition called dermatomyositis, which is a condition that I suffer from, a condition that I got at the age of 5 in 2005. And I've had it for the past 15 years. And yeah, it's not been easy. And I know you must be wondering, what is this condition about? How does it manifest? How does it start and all of that? Well, it started off as a small rash when I was still so little. Then with time, it spread and spread and spread. And as time went by, I gained like so much weight. I was so fat. At the age of 5, I was about 52 kilograms, which is not normal and healthy. And I had like this really bad. My skin was so good as born a normal child, like from the age of 0 to 5. My skin was like so good. Then with time, it began changing. I began like getting these scars. I couldn't
God
walk.
please internet.
I couldn't walk. I couldn't cry. I couldn't do anything like on my own. But I went through school. I never once skipped any class. I went through school, and yeah, here I am now at campus in my second year. Along the way, I've like gone through a lot of pain, a lot of stigma, because I'm like so different from everyone else. My skin is different, tinier, and people tend to label me as a social outcast. That was then, because right now I really don't care what people say, because I think I've built like walls of strength around me, and right now I call myself a self-proclaimed ambassador against stigma, because I know what it is to be hurt. I know what it is to be alone. I know what it is for people not to want you. And I know what it feels like when people are pointing fingers at you. For example, you'll be at school and there is this group of students who don't want to be with you simply because you have this skin condition. But well, at the end of the day, here I am, strong, always smiling and moving on with life. So I'm open for any questions for those that have questions. And I think I'll give like a better story when you ask me questions.
Who encouraged you through your life?
I think I encouraged myself because I realized There is no one else that can fit in my shoes except for me. And you know, when you're going through certain situations in life, you realize there is only you for you and no one else. So there was really no one, it was me.
Miss, I have
Any
a
other?
question.
Yes, Shivam, ask your question.
So my question is that how did you handle with all the hate or the all the stigma you got around you? Because you say that you got it from a really low age, and like children at that time are like really worried if they isolated and experience all that from a small age. So like how did you handle all that?
I had a very supportive family and I made really, really good friends. And growing up, I've always been a very strong girl. I don't let anyone put me down, no matter how hard the situation is. So basically, it has been me for me before anyone else comes in for me. So I built walls of strong esteem and I realized I didn't want this. It just happened and I had to live with it. Yeah.
Miss, I have a question.
Another question, Kate, okay? Yes, Kate, ask.
Okay, my question is, as you are growing up, did my question is like, as you are growing up with this stigma that you had, did like on the way, did you maybe like get any friends who did not like isolate you and treat you differently from others?
Yes, I did. I got very many friends who didn't treat me different, and I still have very many friends who don't treat me different. Friends that hang around with me, friends that understand that my condition is not contagious, friends that realize that we are all one, no matter what it is we're going through in life. So yes, I've had friends and I still have very many, and I'm pretty sure that out there are people that are willing to be friends with me because, yes, they'll understand that this is not contagious and this is something that someone does not ask to have.
Right,
Yes.
Kate, you've heard that. Yes, Pratik.
Like I have a question in like when your life like when you're till now like were you like what can I say like did you like pray and all that, like were you like very close to God at that time? Like sometimes there are some moments that in your life that if yeah like see example, if I get hurt, like I come and pray so much that like I pray with all my strength that I get okay. So like in your situation, did you like do that?
Yes, I did. I do. I still do. I always pray. I pray. I cry to God and ask God to help me. And you know, they say God gives you what it is that He believes you can carry. So I believe God has given this challenge to
It
me
is
because
what it is.
He believes, yeah, it is what it is. He believes a strong girl, and He knows one day, one time, I will be a testimony of His goodness and of His miracles because I believe this is going to go with time.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Right. More questions?
Miss, I have a question. I have a question.
Yes, Saladin.
Uh, yeah, stigma. Does it help you in any way? Like you don't get flu, cough. Does it help you in any way?
I think you meant my condition, not the stigma. Well, let me first give you a brief definition of what stigma is. To me, stigma is a situation whereby people isolate you or treat you different because of a situation that you're going through. The condition I have is not stigma, it is dermatomyositis. So because of my condition, yes, my immune system is so strong. I rarely fall sick, that is for a fact. I don't get flu. If I get flu, it's for like a few hours. If I get cough, it's for like a few hours. I don't get malaria. So my immunity is like really so strong and I rarely fall sick. So there's a difference between dermatomyositis and a difference between stigma. The condition is dermatomyositis and the stigma arises from the fact that I'm different from everyone else and people tend to look at me as someone that I should say ain't fit to be in society.
Right, Saladin, you have your answer. More questions?
Thank you.
More questions?
Yes, Miss, I have one.
Yes, Anish.
Okay, so did you ever like have negative thoughts in your mind, like during the time people were isolating, during like that stigma? Did you have any negative thoughts on your mind, like depression and all those negative thoughts? Did you have them in your mind?
Um, yeah, but they weren't so strong. I mean, when I was in school, it would be so much, but I had like really, really supportive teachers, like Mr. Fortunate. He always used to talk to me, and he made school so easy. But I love eating, so every time I would think about doing something bad to myself, I'll be like, why not just eat and be happy? You know, food gives me all the happiness. So with time, I realized if I let people's thoughts get into me, I'm going to like crash. I decided to use that negativity to build myself. Yes, I was called animal print. People called me animal print. People called me so many other nasty bad names. But hey, if I decided to sit back and let people define me, I was going to get nowhere. So I decided to wear my scars with pride because to me, my scars are like a badge. They are a uniform. They are a mark that I defeated death and I came out victorious. So I really don't let anyone's negativity get into me. I have so much to do.
Wait for her to get back in. Oh, she's here. She's back. Santa, welcome back. Santa, welcome back.
Godfrey had walked away with his hotspot.
Miss, I can't believe
Santa, you're
that
muted.
unfortunate you
Santa, you're muted. Yes, Mr. Fortunate was her teacher. So, Santa, welcome back. You are still answering Anish's question.
Yes.
Please go on.
So I was saying I've never really let negative comments get into me. I have so much to live for, so much food to eat, so many people out there to inspire. If I decide to let negativity get into me, who will stand out for those that can't speak out for themselves? That's why I chose to use my story to inspire the whole world and let them know that, you know what? Yes, you're going through something in life, but personally, I'm going through this and I wear my scars with pride and I love myself so much. Mr. Fortunate can like be a witness. I love myself so much. There is nothing that puts me down, no matter how hard it is.
Wow, that's quite inspirational. Right, more questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
I have one.
Yes, first Kate there.
Miss, I have a question.
Please, Kate, go ahead.
My question is, before you became like when you were still in school, like secondary there and the primary level there, did you like ever like feel ashamed of yourself because of the negative energy and feel that you need to cover yourself and cover your scars?
No, I didn't. Not once, not twice. You know, I hadn't in life. I became so hard. I stopped caring what people were saying. So there was no one time that I would have to cover up. No, I would wear my scars with so much pride. I would walk like I own the world. And till date, I'm still so much of a slayer because I believe there is much more to show. I mean, scars still are beautiful. There is nothing that is embarrassing about them.
Wow. Yes, Pratik. your question.
So I have a question. Like when you your friends, yeah, like were they even giving you negative thoughts, like the one that Anish like said, like nowadays there are some friends like who tell you that you don't look nice, you're not this, you're not that, those things, like were they there in like your time? Because this time it's a lot, like in this new generation, like it's a lot.
Yeah, they were there, but they used to say it behind my back. And there are only a few instances where people like walked up to me and said stuff, but they were not like really my friends. These were like students in school that would say stuff, and some bold ones would come and tell you this and that. But then I had instances of friends that would talk behind my back, but well, Santa doesn't care. I've never really cared what they say because I believe I'm better than most of them, if not all of them.
Yes,
Thank
Pratik,
you.
you have your answers.
Thank you.
Okay, Santa, I'll ask you one question maybe. What kind of activities do you engage in to remain this vibrant, to remain this, positive about life? What is the trick?
I write a lot. I I write a lot. I do a lot of debates in school. I always wanted to be like so outstanding. So I would engage in things like debate, writing, poetry. And yeah, I eat a lot, so it helps me get rid of the stress.
Okay,
Same here. I like it.
that
Teacher,
explains the confidence, the debate.
teacher,
Thank you. Yes,
teacher.
Saladin. Yes.
Wait, not for Miss Santa. It's for Mr. Fortunate. How old is Mr. Fortunate?
He's right there. Ask him.
How old
Miss,
are
I
you,
have
Mr.
a question.
Fortunate?
I think Mr.
Miss, can I ask
Fortunate
a
will answer
question?
you.
I think
Let
he's
me get a
Teacher,
question, Kate. Let me first get a question from Ahmed and then Kate.
okay.
Miss, so like she
50.
doesn't get any like disease, like she doesn't get coronavirus.
You forward the question to Santa.
I think I can't get corona because my immunity is so strong. It is so strong. That's why I actually have this because my body cells were fighting each other, and in the end, here I am living with a condition that I thought I would never ever get in life. Yes, I don't think I can get corona.
Yes, I have a
Okay.
question.
Kate,
Okay. My question is, when you are going up for, like you said, those debates and stuff like that, like have you got like this, like in life, everyone has the jealous people who think you can't do this and can't do that. Did you like have anyone who told you cannot do this because of that? You don't have the talent to do this because of your disease. Have you ever got those type of people? Because they are
No, I've
common.
not. I've not got them. I think I was the best debater in my high school, honestly speaking. There is no one that came close to Santa via debate. I'll still use Mr. Fortunate as a reference point, as in his house, and we were always winning debates. So people actually feared me when it came to that because, yes, I would go there and I would do that talking, and the whole world would be like, okay, if Santa is on the team, we are definitely going to lose. I knew I had to win. And yeah, I do things not because of what people are going to say, but because I want. And currently, I am going into a pageant, and this is going to be next year. I'm going into the Miss Uganda pageant. Why? Because I want to stand out and be the Miss personality to let people know that with scars, we can still rule the world, to let people know that it doesn't matter what you look like, but what it is that you have inside of you that you can bring out. So no one brings me down, no one can bring me down because I believe I am so much of a strong girl.
I have a question.
Eh? Kate, she
Somebody
left.
had a
Thank
question
you.
before you, Kate. Let's listen to somebody. Was it Said or
No,
Shivam?
it's not me.
Said,
It's not me.
Shivam,
Okay,
It's a
my
hard
question.
Shivam, and then Kate. Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
so also me, I have a question.
me too.
Okay, Shivam, Kate,
Anish.
Anish, Pratik.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, you told us that your disease or like the condition you're facing is really rare, and like, is there any specific cure that has been invented for diseases like this? Because the many women or the many people who have natural scars, but yours is different. So, is there any a specific cure or specific way of getting rid of these types of?
Yeah, there is. It's an autoimmune condition that is common in Europe but rare in Africa. And currently in Uganda, the second medically registered case. I don't know if there are others out there. Honestly speaking, I don't know. But when I was in hospital and when I was first diagnosed, that was in 2005. They told me I was the second case, and I came after an old man who was 64 and he died. So, yes, the condition has a cure. That is, if you put on the right medication. And the condition is basically treated not by general physicians or anything, but by a category of doctors that they call rheumatologists. So, yes, the condition has a cure.
Okay. Shivam, you've had that. Now we have Kate.
Miss, is it okay if I ask 2 questions, please?
Okay.
Okay.
Ask.
My first question is like, do you want to be cured from your disease if you're already progressing well in life?
Yes, definitely, yes. I mean, it would feel good to see that, okay, yes, I once had this, then I overcame it. And on a scale of 100, yes, I would want to be cured by an 80%. Then there is this 20% of maybe I'll miss this life, maybe I'll not, because this is where you've grown up and you've hardened here. But yes, 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 I'll definitely want to.
Okay, Kate, your
And
second question.
Wait, teacher.
yeah, and my
Wait,
second question is, has anyone, like since you were diagnosed with this disease when you were 5, has anyone made you to cry?
A lot, but I don't cry in public. I cry when no one is seeing because strong girls don't cry in public. No, 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 no. So I cry when no one is seeing. Then I come off the next day like so strong and I act like it is okay. It is what it is. You said it and I'm fine. I'm breathing fine. For as long as I've eaten food, like I said, food is therapy, people. If people put you down, just eat. Trust me, you feel good.
Okay, you've had that. Food is therapy.
teacher.
All right, we
Teacher.
have Anish,
Miss, I
Pratik,
also have
and then
like 2
Saladin.
questions.
Yes?
I have a question even after.
Okay, after Saladin, Kavit.
Miss, like that's
Anish,
okay. So what I'm saying is like Santa, what if they give you the wrong medication? Like, are there problems? Because like if for example COVID, like you have to find the right medication. If you get a wrong medication, it can create much worse side effects. So like,
Oh, well, yeah, that is true. But having lived with this for the past 15 years, I now know what it is that I'm supposed to take. I've been talking to very many doctors, and they've told me, like, you're supposed to take this, you're supposed to take this, you're supposed to take this, don't do that. And I've been in contact with parents of kids in the US, in Canada, and in Denmark who have, like, been sending me medications and they've helped. Like my skin was really, really, really bad, but as you can see, I'm glowing. I look like really good, much different, like from what it was in the past. My skin would peel, it was so itchy. But right now I can show off, yeah. So I don't think I can take wrong medication because I trust the doctor that is meant to work on me. And when the time is right, yes, I'll come back and I'll be looking so different.
Wow,
Okay,
you had
so
that. Anish, you're still asking, Anish?
yeah,
Okay.
I have like two more questions.
Oh my Anish.
Man,
Ask.
they're important questions. Okay,
I have little
so
time
Santa, like,
quickly.
did the doctors give you different medicine, or like all of them had like the same medication? Because I
Well,
personally had an example, because there was a time when I had malaria, then another doctor gave me this and the other one gave me that, so I got confused.
okay. So when I was beginning to fall sick when I was in P1, they did not know what to give me. That is the honest truth because I came off as a new case. They were gambling with me. I used to take 54 tablets a day.
Oh
18
my.
in the morning, 18 at lunchtime, 18 in the evening. That is just for the steroids. You can look up this steroid, it's called prednisone, and that is like the exact dosage. So I was taking about 54 steroid tablets every day. And then there were those other injections.
Were you swallowing the tablets?
Yes, I was
Oh
swallowing
my god.
18.
18.
18 tablets.
Like 18 at once or one by one?
18. Of course, you'd have to take one by one, but yeah, it would be 18 in the morning, 18 at midday, 18 in the evening. And it was a gamble, but I thank God for the fact
Nice.
that here I am now and I stand a chance to be better. I I'm actually talking today because I think, yes, much as it was a gamble, it helped me. I used not to cry. The only time people would see that I'm crying is when they would see tears. I lost my voice. I was purplish in color. Imagine meeting a person that is purple in color. That is how I was. But here I am today, 15 years down the road, at 20, smiling and wearing my scars with pride.
Miss.
Okay, so my last
Miss, I
question
can
is,
I can really tell you that Santa is a very big warrior. I tell you. 18 tablets. Oh my god.
yeah,
Oh
it's
my
not
Can
god.
easy to
barely
take
take
18.
two, miss.
All right, Anish, ask your question. Last
Okay.
question.
So my last question is, Santa, like, were there any restrictions by the doctors, like you can't play this, you can't do that?
No, there were no restrictions via what I can't do, except on food. I wasn't supposed to eat certain things, but
Yeah.
being a very stubborn person, I ate them all, and I'm still surviving.
Continue.
I have a question.
Wait. To continue,
Wait,
Turn.
Ahmed, wait. Ahmed, wait.
not even
My
like makeup
turn.
products and creams.
Ahmed, we have Pratik and then Kavit.
Hmm.
And then
Miss, I
you,
have
okay?
two of
I
them.
have one question.
Okay,
Ask.
this is
What
the
about
order.
me?
Listen to the
This
order.
is
We shall
about
have
me.
Pratik, Kavit, Ahmed, then we go back to
I
Kate.
thought as before. It's as before
And
Kavi.
lastly, Saladin, maybe. Okay, let's go to Pratik.
As before Kavi.
Okay, Saladin, we shall. All
Like
right,
Santa,
Pratik.
like when you like got the disease, was it what do you, like was did it like spread like COVID, like through contact, or like how was it? How can it spread? Like how can this disease spread?
Well, it's not contagious. That is one thing that I want you guys to know. It is not contagious. It's autoimmune, it's not genetic, it's as a result of my own body fighting itself. My white blood cells were fighting the red blood cells. And the reason they were fighting the red blood cells is they had no bacteria to fight in my body. That is why my immune system is so strong, and that is why I still have this condition. And with time, if I get on the right medication, which is IVIG, that is intravenous immunoglobulin injection, it's going to, how should I say, it's going to make the red blood cells, should I say, calm down and reduce on their level of being active. Yeah, so it is not contagious. I didn't get it from anyone, and no one can get it from me. It is mine and mine alone.
Okay.
Okay, that's quite clear, I
Miss,
think.
after Kate, can I ask?
No, we have Ahmed, we have Saladin.
Thank you.
Okay, maybe after Kate,
Yeah.
but after Saladin. Yes, Kavit.
Like when you knew like someone died, like was it because of the disease or like just like normal death?
Your question
Like
is clear.
Kavit, your question is not very clear. Can you
some
make it?
like the person who died, some man like male, like old, like was it natural death or
55.
because of the disease?
Oh, the gentleman that had it first. I think it was a natural death. I didn't bother to ask anyway because I mean I had my own burden to carry and I was little and we really didn't care. He had died like in 19, I don't know what. So it didn't, I think it didn't make sense to my parents to find out why because it was already past tense.
Okay.
And like how sure, like why you sure like you have the good immune system? Like it can't just be because of your hygiene. You could be having like you don't touch everything, you keep your hands clean, like it could like false guide you somewhere else.
Okay, I think I'm sure I have a good immune system is, I'm a firstborn in our family. And when parents have just given birth, there's a way they are protective about their babies. So to me, I believe I wasn't exposed so much to like that growing up. So that's why my body looked for things to fight. When you're growing up as a baby, you have to get flu, you have to get cough. You reach a certain age and you have to fall sick constantly. That one is a must. So I didn't go through that. Maybe that's why this happened.
Okay, there you are, you have it. All right, we have, is it Ahmed?
It's Kate.
Ahmed.
Me, it's
Ahmed,
me.
Saladin, and then Saladin.
Ahmed, Saladin, Kate.
What? I became the last.
Ahmed,
Then the
ask your
last.
question.
Okay, Miss, like, what did the disease get? Did you like get and become like this, like without getting a disease?
Ahmed, your question is not clear.
Like, wait, like which disease did you get? And like you took like 18 tablets and like 56 tablets a day.
Oh, it's not a disease, it's a condition. It's called dermatomyositis.
Oh,
Dermatomyositis.
okay.
Yeah.
Right, we have Saladin and then Kate.
Miss, they're pronounced like the spelling very well.
I give you the spelling.
We have the spelling, but the
They have,
pronunciation was so hard for all of us.
Well, the pronunciation is dermatomyositis. Literally
Miss,
means
I
the
said that.
skin, the muscles, and the tissue. Dermatomyositis.
okay. Saladin, ask your question.
Like Kate said before, if you want your skin the condition to go, will it affect your immune system?
Will I?
Make it like weaker?
He's saying that if you treat the condition and it goes away, won't your immune system become weaker?
I don't think it will because, of course, when they're going to treat it, they are going to give me like things to boost it and make it strong and be able to handle the new changes. So I doubt it will become weak.
Okay, all
Okay,
right.
and if like you say your immune system is very strong, so When, like, are you afraid of corona?
No, I'm not. Because I wash my hands, I
Like, you
wear
can go
mask.
anywhere you want.
Because
Saladin, the last part was, or is it me frozen?
It's Saladin frozen.
No, I am there. My camera is
Okay,
not on.
have you finished asking the question? All
No,
right,
there are two questions that asked. I forgot the other one.
okay, let's go to Kate.
It was related to that.
After Kate, it's me.
No, I said it's me, miss.
Okay,
Okay,
Kate
it's
is
me.
not here, I think.
After
Nihal?
me.
Oh, she's
Miss!
here.
Oh,
Okay, Kate, ask.
Okay. My question is, you say that you have never got malaria and that type of sickness. Now, what if you don't have malaria? Is it normal?
I think it is. I mean, I sleep under a mosquito net, a treated mosquito net, and maybe I do everything right. That's why I think it's normal not to get
I've
that.
never got malaria, and that's the truth.
But you know, like miss, like in these COVID times, yeah, like if you take the malaria medicine, it's like the best treatment. Like you know, if you can survive for long with that, like they say that if you take the hydrochloroquine, like COVID, like it's too like it has very little chances of coming into the body.
Okay,
Like the immunity
right,
gets very strong.
okay. Let's ask our questions because our time is almost up.
Miss.
Anish?
Yeah. Santa, like, you believe your immunity is so strong, right? Like, is it because of the disease? And like after the disease, will your immunity like decrease?
No, it won't. I don't think it will. It will stay the same.
Okay.
All right, and finally, Nihal.
Okay, so I think you are going out without mask because you believe to your immune system, right?
No, I have a mask. I move with my mask. I move with it. So
Oh, if it was me without mask.
exactly. That if I had it, then I would just move around the town.
yeah,
Better
no
safe
one. You
than
have to
sorry.
Way
don't have to
man.
risk. You don't have to tempt the devil, you know. So I have to wear it because you never know. I may be saying my immune system is strong and COVID is a whole new thing. So advise no matter where you're going, wear your mask.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. Any other questions before I ask somebody to say a word or
Miss, like,
two?
is Santa going to be around like at 4:30? Like, when is she going to leave?
She's going to year 10 and 11 shortly. There's a year 10 and 11 session. She's going to be there. So you will have more questions for her?
No, like I might come to school, so like I wanted to personally meet her. I might. It's not like sure.
Santa, are you still at school?
Yes, I'll be around. I will.
Okay.
Okay, there you are. Any more questions? Andrea, Mahi, you haven't asked any questions. You had so many questions.
Miss, for me, I never had any questions.
Okay, you never had any questions. All right, let me ask who wants to say a word to Santa of encouragement because she has encouraged us quite a lot. Okay,
Oh my
she has
Yeah.
shown us that confidence is important. Now,
yes.
from our side to her, who wants to say something to her?
Oh, but before that, I would like to say something.
Okay.
I'd like to say a special thank you to Mr. Fortunate. He's one of the reasons I'm this confident. He has been like a fatherly figure in school, and I'm this strong because of all the times that I would break down and he would be there for me. And he's really, really, really been a nice person. I owe some of my smiles to him. Thank you, Mr. Fortunate.
Wow.
Wait.
That's a
Oh,
hard for
salute.
Mr. Fortunate.
Yeah.
Wait.
Salute.
My
Wow.
question wasn't answered. My question wasn't answered. How
Okay,
old is
Saladin, answer the question.
Eh?
I don't know, 50?
Hello. Uh,
Saladin, answer the, Saladin, let Saladin first ask his question.
no, he was
My
asked.
question
He
wasn't
was.
answered. How
Oh,
old is
by
Mr.
Mr. Fortunate. All right, please, Mr. Fortunate, answer the question. And you can
Okay.
actually wrap up this after you answering the question.
Okay. Thank you so much,
I'll be finished
Saudin.
my questions. Yes.
Okay. I'm very old. Old
Uh-huh.
enough. Old enough.
300.
Old enough to have taught Santa. I think I've been teaching for
So like
almost
40.
the last 12 years.
Oh,
So you can do the math. So I guess I'm old enough,
Wait, you were 12 when you were teaching
Just do the
Santa.
month. Which year were you
Yeah.
born? I mean,
Saladin, use some
Uh,
math. Get a book
Which
beside
year were you
there.
yes.
born?
Okay. Can I have some audience? So I would like to appreciate Santa for being here and talking to you. Of course, I met her before, I think like 4 years ago. Yes, 4 years ago, I was teaching her. She was in A level, senior 5 and senior 6. She was in my house. I was the veteran of the certain house, and so we used to have debates, drama, sports, and etc. So she was very active. Like she said, she's very, very good debates, very, very good. Actually, when she came to school, she came with even other methods of debating. And where I was not, she would train fellow students to and inspire them to act as a team. And we were always talking the houses in debate. Was very active in drama. Was very active in all aspects of life. And like she said, she's a very strong girl. And to many of you, maybe you would break down, but to her, she decided to take the hardest route, the road less traveled, of trying to be confident of herself, looking at her condition and using it to inspire other people around the world. And it is therefore a message to all of you that no matter what you're going through, you can use the situation in a rather positive way and inspire other people. Even if the situation is negative, better if it is positive, you can still use it not to trample over other people, but to inspire other people. So as you move on with life, just whatever you choose, life really is what you make it. It is up to you. The choice you make will definitely come back to you. And remember to always do good, because when you do good, good will come back to you. I taught Santa so many years ago, 4 years and plus, but here she's doing her internship in the second year of university, and I'm here, I'm a teacher. Otherwise, if she had done something wrong and bad, maybe we had a quarrel and a fight, I don't think she would be where she is now. Okay? So, the people you meet today, make sure you treat them well. You never know where you meet them. Okay? They may be your testimony. Otherwise, thank you, Santa. Keep the fire up. Keep the